Hey there, Wildcats. You are officially tuned in the latest episode of Lincoln WildCAST. We've got a wild show lined up for you, from laughs and games with our friends and teachers to lessons learned in the classroom and around the community. We've got something for everyone to enjoy. This week, we also joined by a very special guest, Lincoln Middle School Health Teacher, Mrs. Baker. Turn up the volume, Wildcats, and let's pounce on the headlines. What really happens in Lincoln Middle School? We've got the wildest theories out there. It's time for Theories at LMS.
Breaking news, my name is Peyton.
And I'm Pearson.
And this is Theories at LMS. And the floor goblin has just been caught green-handed. Get it? Goblins are green.
Peyton, that was not that funny.
Some of the evidence we found from the scene of the crime: 47 broken pencils, 18 chewed erasers, and 1 torn backpack.
We have the goblin calling from prison. Hello, Mr. Goblin.
We have also heard that people's Neatos have gone missing. Do you have any clue why?
Yes, I love Neatos. I love the taste of them.
So you were the one who took mine.
No.
Anyways, this was Theories with LMS. Bye.
Do you think you have what it takes to outsmart a 6th grader? This week, we put Mrs. Pill to the test with our 6th grade genius, Maddie Ramos. What's up, podcast? And we're back with Are You Smarter Than a 6th grader? I'm your host, Lillian Gardner.
I'm Peyton Treve.
And I'm Mark Gerard.
Let's welcome our contestants, student Maddie Ramos and Mrs. Pill. All right, let's jump right into some science.
Question 1. What part of a plant conducts photosynthesis?
The
Go ahead, Mrs. Pill.
chloroplast.
Yes. No, actually,
The leaves.
the answer was the leaves.
That's the part of the plant cell. How did I get that right?
Question 2. What force keeps us on the ground? Go ahead, Maddie.
Gravity.
Correct.
Okay, still a close game with the score of Maddie 1 and Miss Pill 0. Let's see what happens in the next round. Social studies. Question 1. How many continents are there? Go ahead, Miss Pill.
7. Yes.
Correct. Question 2. What country is directly south of the United States? Go ahead, Miss Pill.
Mexico.
Yes.
All right, not bad, not bad.
This is a really close game with Maddie 1 and Mrs. Pill 2. Okay, here's when it gets tricky. Question 1. What has a head and a tail but no body? Go ahead, Mrs. Pill.
A quarter. A
Yeah.
coin?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. Question 2. The more you take, the more you leave behind. What am I? Footsteps.
All right. It's time to reveal who won. Peyton, take it away.
With a final score of Maddie 1 and Mrs. Pill 3, the winner is Mrs. Pill. Thank you for watching, Wildcats.
Congrats to our winner, and that's it for today's episode of Are You Smarter Than a 6th Grader? Bye! Who's the greatest of all time? We've got our team on the go to break it down and fight it out.
Hi, welcome back to The GO with Braylon, Colt, and Aiden. Today we'll be joined with Grant, who will be judging who has the best debate for the GOAT of baseball. Cole, who do you think the GOAT is?
I think the GOAT is Hank Aaron with 755 home runs.
No, Cole, home runs aren't everything. I mean, Mike Trout has 411 home runs, and his career isn't even completely over yet.
No. Willie Mays is the greatest all-around baseball player all time.
Hank Aaron is 1 billion times better than Willie Mays.
Okay, I like what I'm hearing.
Willie Mays has over 3,000 hits, 300 stolen bases, 300 home runs, and he's a 24-time All-Star. Grant, you can't tell me this guy isn't the GOAT.
I mean, Hank Aaron, he was alive before phones, so those stats could be fake. Same as Willie Mays. Mike Trout, he's like in this time, so we could see videos and all that. Half the videos could be fake, and also the stats could be fake too, because half those people ain't alive by this time. And also, Willie Mays was an amazing base runner too, but Mike Trout was elite on the base path. Hank Aaron, he was just good with hitting. That was only it, but Mike Trout was also really good with hitting. So I think the best player in this room is Mike Trout.
Well, guys, I'm pretty sure Grant just ended the debate.
Well, that's it for the GOAT with Braylon, Colt, and Aiden. We'll see you next time.
Up next is Closeout Report, where we break down all things in Lady Wildcats and Lady Cougar sports. This week, the team sits down with Harlow Book for an exclusive interview.
This is Closeout Report with Sophie and Hallie. We are here today with Harlow Book, a dancer for Lincoln Middle and Ingers Dance Co. Harlow, what is your favorite dance number of all time through the years you've danced and why?
My favorite dance number was my last year contemporary dance. It was called Hallelujah.
Next, what is the best way you handle performance pressure?
Probably just talking with my friends before I go on stage.
Lastly, what is your biggest challenge you've faced through the years you've danced and why?
Probably just trying to get my turns right because they're really hard and I struggle with them.
Thanks to Harlow for the great interview on Closeout Report with Sophie and Hallie.
Bye, sisters!
Ever wonder what's actually going on in the classroom down the hall? This week, the team interviews Mr. Donato with some last-minute test tips for next week's GSA.
Hey WildCAST, welcome back to Backpack Decoder. Today we have our amazing assistant principal, Mr. Donato, to give us some more test tips as we test this week. I'm Peyton Shreve along with
Savannah Price,
Sarah Chevron,
and Skylar Miniter.
Hello, Mr. Donato. Are you ready to help us this week with test tips?
Absolutely. So what I've found that works best for me is just knowing that anytime I would have to go take a test for anything, I'd always go in confident in knowing that I'm prepared, I know the material, and that it's an environment within your control, right? So that's sometimes the thing that freaks us out, especially with testing, gives us that anxiety. We feel that we don't have control of the situation and that it's going to be overwhelming. But the bottom line is if you took time to prepare ahead of time, with the materials that your teachers and everybody's given you with all the Monday modules and the test prep and the things that we've been doing and ready to get you prepared and ready for testing, then there should be no reason to be worried that everything's there. It's just a matter of trying to relax, remain calm, and just kind of let your brain do its thing. Like that honestly has always worked well for me, is that I always felt really the opposite of what test anxiety is what I had. I would always go in very calm, very relaxed, and just let whatever happen. So as long as you kind of think back to those materials and things that you guys have went through, you guys will be fine. Just make sure you get a good night's sleep, make sure that you're well fed, and just go do your best. That's really, it's not overly complicated. I wish I had a magic wand I could wave to make this thing any easier, but I was just never one of those guys that worried about test day. So I always thought it was fun. I like showing off when I know. I liked being able to prove that, hey, I worked hard, I studied, and I want to be able to prove to everybody I'm good at this and I know what I'm doing. So that's an opportunity for you guys to show off how smart you are. So that's what you need to do with it. Take it as a challenge that you can tackle and just show off how intelligent and how hard you've worked this year.
Those test tips were amazing. Thank you.
All right, WildCAST, we wish you guys luck this week as we all go into testing. Try some of our test tips to help with a better success. We hope to see you next week on Backpack Decoder.
Finally, let's go to our special guest interview team where they sit down with Mrs. Baker as she wraps up her final year before retiring as our health teacher here at LMS.
Hey Wildcats, welcome back for our special guest interview. Today we'll be interviewing our health teacher, Mrs. Baker.
So, Mrs. Baker, What year did you start teaching, and how long have you worked at Lemmerport and Lincoln Middle?
Well, I've been teaching 23 years, and I started out in 2006, half-time at Lemmerport Middle, half-time at Gore Middle. And then the following year, I was hired full-time as a health teacher. And so guess what? I've been there between those two schools 20 years, and that was pretty exciting.
So, Ms. Baker, what are some things that you loved about teaching health?
I just try to get kids to understand how important that they are and to value themselves. And honestly, if that is the only thing that they remember from my class, then I feel like I've done my job, because that's going to help them to make better choices when it comes to any kind of lifestyle choice, and having a good positive attitude, growth mindset. And that's going to, again, just drive home the fact that we need to make good choices. And when we don't, we learn from them.
Over your entire career at LMS, what has been your best memory?
I think moving to the new school. Like, we were at the old middle school. It had served its time. It was, it was old. But when we came here, it was exciting. It was kind of chaotic. It was in the middle of the winter. And it was good to see a new, fresh start for this whole, student population in this area. So it was a lot of fun.
Miss Baker, we know you're retiring at the end of the year, and all of us are going to miss you a ton. What is one thing you're going to miss at LMS?
I just think that everybody. I love everybody that I work with. When Mr. Ellis was here and Mrs. Scott, and then Mr. Donato came on board, and students. I don't know. I'm going to miss it all.
All right, Mrs. Baker, thank you for joining us and our interviewing team today.
Thank you.
All right, Wildcat, that's it for this week's interview. We hope you tune in next week to see who we interview next.
Bye.